Yo guys, what's going on? It's Gal23 back with another video. Today we got the last tournament highlight video here, post commentary videos. We're playing against Tavo. This was the finals of the Baby Shark tournament. I do need to mention that this is game 2 of the best of 3. He won game 1. I did not clip it because when I clipped it, it was longer than an hour and I only had the last 2 innings of game 1. I believe the final score was 12-6 to him if you're interested. And it's also available on my VOD on Twitch if you want to see that. But this is game 2 right here. This is the game that I had to win to stay alive. So, yeah, we have Hershiser on the mound. He starts it off well, getting 3 outs. No runs scored. Good start, right? You know, we'll take that against the top player. And if you guys don't know, Tavo is extremely good. So this was a good test for myself. Someone who's played like 6 or 7 games on Legend all year. So Craig Biggio starts the game off with a home run. My lineup is very different now than it was then. I switched up a lot of things, to be honest, already. But good start from Craig Biggio. Mansell lines out to center. Next batter, Gary Sheffield, pops me up. I already knew this, but my biggest issue was just timing with this Legend difficulty. Because, you know, like I said, I've played like 8 games on Legend. And the timing just wasn't there sometimes, and it really did hurt me. You can see right there we struck out, just flailing with Thames. But luckily my pitching was intact. Obviously the difficulty doesn't affect your pitching, you know. Just if you're hitting your spots, you're good. And that's what we were able to do in this game. Hershiser was having a really good debut. I actually debuted him earlier that night against Zoe. This was my first really day using Hershiser, and he was just a big success for me. So. That was good to see. Sandberg goes deep next inning. We just keep applying pressure, which is always good. You know, we're going to need a lot of runs. So, 2-0 in the second. We're feeling pretty good, but why not get some more? Larry Walker, 8-hole, gone. Carter right down the middle. You got to punish it. We punish it. It's 3-0. We're off to a great start. We just got to keep it up, just like that, man. Kerry Wood was getting smacked around a little bit, so you love to see it. But, you know, it's Tavo. He's going to start scoring eventually. Top of the 4th, 2 down. He gets this base hit with Gary Sheffield. Rolls a certain way that my outfielder just can't get it that fast. He gets a double out of it. I then decide to throw his like, least primary pitch, which is his slider. It's his R1 pitch. Probably shouldn't have done that. I floated it right into the gap, and he gets another double. So that 2-out rally gets him another run, or his first run of the game. So luckily, we do hold it to that. He very well could have gone deep with his cap right there, but he got under it. So, 3-1 game, top of the 4th. We still have time to score, but we just weren't scoring a ton after the first 2 innings. So, top of the 5th, we're trying to hold it. He gets a bunt, or sorry, not a bunt, a check swing into play for a base hit with Craig Biggio with 2 outs. And then after that, of course, he goes deep. That's just, it happens, man. It's tough to swallow because we shouldn't be in a scenario, but it is what it is. Chuck Nasty goes deep. That's the headliner, Chuck Nasty, by the way. The diamond. We hang that cutter. We do have to pay a price for that, so tie game. Mansell back up the middle. We got a great animation from Sandberg. Prestige Sandberg is just the GOAT. Really like using that card. I don't think he's coming off of second base for a long time. Anyway, later in the game we have Chapman. It's the 7th inning. It's just been pitching, domination. I haven't scored in a minute, but neither has he, so we're kind of chilling here, but he breaks the silence with Ernie Banks. Perfect. Above the zone. It was above the zone. I've seen it happen before. I know what it is. It's just, you know, he squared it up perfectly, but it was a little bit above the zone, but you got to tip your cap. Still a perfect swing, so he takes the lead for the first time in this game, but it's the 7th inning and I'm home, so I still have the momentum, to be honest. I still have the advantage. I just can't let up more runs, and that's what I did. We got out of the inning with a 4-3 score, but it was about time I've scored. You know, I've been shut out since the 2nd inning. You know, it's about time we make some noise. We still have 3 hits. Like I told you, my timing was not great. My placement wasn't the worst in these games. Like right there, that's pretty bad, but like, I feel like my timing just killed me. We need to get that timing down, and I think I'll be better on this difficulty. This is a really bad hit, but we got it. It's a cheese hit. It is what it is. Reggie Jackson up the middle somehow gets that. Ryan Sandberg, we're trying to take advantage of it because why not? And we hit it right to the second baseman. So much for that, but it's okay. We're heading into the 8th inning here. We're 6 outs away from ending it. And keep in mind, by the way, it's like 2 a.m. It was like 2 a.m. when I was playing this game because we were far into this tournament. So at this point, I'm about as locked in as I can be. I've played a ton of Legend games. But yeah, it was definitely later at night when this game was happening. He almost goes deep right here with Larry Walker. Turned on that fastball. but just dies at the track. I don't know how that's it stayed perfectly for me. So we're gonna end the top of the 8th in the lead. So that's good, but it's about time we score, man. I've been saying that for a minute, but we do have to score. It's really make or break unless I want to try and walk this off. So Larry Walker off of Aroldis Chapman. Good way to start it. That's going to be a double off the wall. I wish it got out, but you got to take it, man. At this point, all I had to do was just move him over and score him at the very least, because as long as I do that, you know, I tie it. You know, that's what we need to do. So Buster Posey off the bench goes back up the middle. Runners on the corners right here. Not sending him, of course, not trying to be dumb. He brings in Dibble, immediately walks batter number 1, bases loaded, nobody out for Mickey Mantle. Best scenario possible. 2-2 count, rips it. Perfect. He goes home, yellow throw. Throw goes offline.
I think that's
Everyone's safe. We tie the game. Not sure if that was the right play right there, but a yellow throw is a yellow throw. It's going to be an error. And it was still a perfect swing, so I wasn't really mad because I was like, I definitely wanted a hit out of that because what more could I have done? So we'll take that. Bases loaded. We need to execute. And this right here, I think, just shows my my lack of experience. I think right here is where we could have had a grand slam, but we choked it just because of my timing. I was so early. You can see it right here. Gary Sheffield 1-2 against Rob Dibble. He throws. I think it's gonna be a cutter. I think he throws a cutter low and away. Yep, right there. Boom. Swing and a miss. And you're gonna see in just a second that I was completely all over that, but I was just too early. It's not even a problem of me being late on Legend, which is what you'd think the problem would be. I'm sometimes way too early. I was too early on that. You can see it was squared up. All I have to do was just sit back, and that probably would have been a grand slam. So we could have been up 8-4 and almost solidified a game 3. Instead, we forced Eric Thames to do the work, and you can see right there, boom, fastball down the middle. Like, all we have to do is just hit it into the outfield. Another, pitch right down the middle. Cutter. Hittable. Foul again. At least we were early on that one with a decently squared up, but it just wasn't great. There was another cutter in the zone. Couldn't do anything with it. We had our chances. Like, you know, as I looked back and edited this, I really did have my chances, and I just did not take them. And it's good to see that I was able to do this. Right there, boom, we're late. Struck out twice. It was just brutal. Ernie Banks comes up, rolls it over. We didn't score. We didn't take the lead at least. But yeah, I think I need to practice on this mode more. I mean, it is nice to see how I did, considering I barely played on Legend against a top Legend player. Like, to put this performance is pretty good. So I definitely wasn't mad at it. But it's just a learning point. Top of the 9th here. It's still a tied game. We can still win this thing. We just got to hold him. Starts it off the base hit. Nice cut. Nice sinker. Nice sinker by Mo. I mean, just gross. Just froze him. Easy. Boom. Next batter. Pops it up. 2 down. We're looking for the end of the inning, man. I'm just trying to get into this. Get out of this. He goes to Jim Tomei, and this is the big at-bat right here. This is where we get him out, and guess what? We can walk it off with 1 hit. That's it. That's all we need to do. Just 1 good swing. Takes strike 1, takes ball 1. He's being patient. He just wants his pitch, and that certainly isn't it right there. Good spot, good cutter. I go back to that cutter since it froze him, and he goes deep. He goes deep on 1-2 in the top of the 9th with 2 down. Robbery chance doesn't come up. I'm not even sure that was actually possible. And it is 6-4 him. Oh my gosh, that was it, man. That was really our chance to win it right there. I think this is a very early swing up here, but it won't matter that much. Yeah, that was brutal. If we get him out right there, we actually win this game. You're about to see why. But yeah, that was absolutely brutal. I mean, it wasn't even the worst pitch, just a really good swing. So we have to head into the last inning down 2 now. But Reggie Jackson against Mo has no problems, gone. And that's what I said, man. We would have won it right there. That would have been game over. But it is what it is. We just need 1 more run, you know? It's very doable. It is the bottom half of the order. It's 7, 8, 9. But, you know, we're fine. We're fine. Ryan Sandberg taking the first pitch and then swinging at the next one because, I don't know. That was just bad decision-making. That wasn't really a timing issue. That's a pitch you shouldn't swing at. You're not going to do anything with that pitch, especially when you're very early. So that's on me. 1-2. He makes a good pitch. Not much we could really do right there unless I was perfectly on that, and we weren't. So it comes down to the bench. We match his Jim Tomei with my Jim Tomei. And we you know, a little bit of nerves. Okay, we swung at the first pitch. Fine. Get ready. Next pitch. Okay, we're down 0-2. I'm just making sure we're not going to strike out. We're trying to make sure we make good contact. And we center it up. 125 power, or whatever he has, into left field. it's not enough. It's not enough.
What the heck?
Good timing. I honestly thought I was a little bit late because logically that doesn't make sense that if I was good, it went left field. But yeah, we lost the game. It was a brutal way to end it. I think that leaves it Chip It, and that's actually one of the reasons I've started playing a Chip It now, just because Capital might not be the best for Legend. But it was a good game. It was a very good experience for me as someone that needs to practice on Legend more. To put this up, this game up, this series up against the top Legend player is definitely something I'm happy about. Maybe it's just a sign of things to come. I mean, who knows? I think if I have my timing down and all that stuff, we definitely could have scored more in the 8th, and we definitely probably would have locked this one down. Who knows what would have happened in Game 3, but, you know, we'll get him in the next tournament. You can see right here, he was 1,034, and I'm at 700. Obviously, you know now I'm at 900. But, like, that's just, I don't know, that just kind of tells a little bit of a story right there. But this was a really good game. I think I'm happy with how that went. We're just going to use this to improve and get ready for the next one. So, hopefully you enjoyed this, this little commentary, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.